Good day, everyone. I am Marilou Rabago, and I'm very delighted to present to you my completed action research entitled Emotional and Physical State of Lala National High School Students Using Online Classes in the New Normal Learning, a Correlational Study.
With the outbreak of COVID-19 in the Philippines, sudden changes were made and adopted in the educational system. Because of the abrupt changes, problems were encountered by the parents and students of this institution, especially in their emotional and physical health, just to meet the demands of the different learning modalities offered by the Division of Llano del Norte, such as self-learning modules, online learning, television-based instruction, radio-based instruction, digital and video audio-based instruction. From these learning modalities, online learning has contributed a lot to the physical and emotional stress of the teachers, parents, and students. In Lala National High School, students experience great pressures in dealing with their online classes in such a way that even their parents have called the institution because of this problem that their children have encountered in the new trend of learning. They hardly cope up with the demands of having an online class, such as the time or schedule of the class, the deadline in accomplishing their task, pressures from the teachers, and feeling down, which resulted to sadness, change of their sleeping habits, and having little interest in doing the things that they typically enjoy. Also, it was reported that the students' physical health was gradually changing because of these experiences. In order to address the issue, this study is conducted to determine the emotional and physical state of Lala National High School students using the online classes in the new normal learning for the school year 2020-2021.
Research questions. This study aimed to determine the relationship between the emotional and physical state of the selected special science curriculum students of Lala National High School using online classes in the new normal learning and their socio-demographic profile. Specifically, this study sought to answer the following questions. First, what is the socio-demographic profile of the respondents in terms of age, gender, hours of sleep? Second, what is the physical and emotional state of the respondents? And third, is there a significant relationship between the learner's socio-demographic profile and their emotional and physical state?
This study was limited in determining the physical and emotional state of the selected junior students of Lala National High School. The participants were the 40 selected special science curriculum students from grade 7 to grade 10. This study employed a descriptive survey design using the short-form health survey or the SF-36 adapted from the study of Jessica Mangis of 2016 entitled Online Learning and the Effects on Functional Health, a pilot study. The SF-36 is a questionnaire consists of 36 items that were modified and tested by a random sampling. In addition, a group of 10 demographic questions were included to describe the participants. The demographic questions mainly focus with the age, gender, hours of sleep, and intentional exercise of the participants since these were the things most associated with the online learners. Results and discussion. For problem number 1, what is the socio-demographic profile of the respondents in terms of age, gender, and hours of sleep? It is evident in the table that all of the grade 7 respondents have age range of 13 and below, while most of the grade 8 respondents, that is 80% or 8 out of 10, are in the age range of 14 to 15. Moreover, most of the grade 9 respondents fall in the age range of 15 to 16, which is 70% or 7 out of 10. Finally, among the grade 10 respondents, most of them that are 60% or 6 out of 10 fall in the age range of 17 and above. The table also shows the gender of the respondents. Most of the grade 7 respondents are female, that is 7 out of 10 or 70% are in this gender, while in the grade 8 respondents are equally distributed. Additionally, most of the grade 9 respondents are female, or 7 out of 10, which is 70%, and it is only in the grade 10 respondents, where most are male, that is 60%, or 6 out of 10 are in this gender. There are a total of 40 respondents in the study, in which 10 respondents represented each grade level. The table further showed the number of hours spent by respondent every night. It appears that most of the grade 7, 8, and 10 only sleep around 4 to 5 hours every night. That is 60%, 50%, and 70% respectively. While only on the grade 9 students appear to sleep more since they spend 6 to 7 hours of sleep per night. That is 8 out of 10, which is 80%. This table also revealed the preferred gadget used by the respondents in accessing their online classes. Most of the grade 8, 9, and 10 said that they would prefer to use smartphones in accessing their online lessons. That is 5 out of 10 or 50%, 9 out of 10 or 90%, and 6 out of 10 or 60% respectively. Moreover, only among the grade 7 respondents were mostly preferred to use laptop in accessing their online lessons. That is 5 out of 10 or 50%. In terms of the number of days spent on online classes, most of the grade 7, grade 8, and grade 9 spend around 4 to 5 days, while all of the grade 10 respondents spend less time in accessing their online lessons, which is only 2 to 3 days. Moreover, in terms of the number of hours spent per day in accessing their online lessons, all of them only spend around 2 to 3 hours. When it comes to the place where they access their online classes, all except the grade 7 respondents have their online classes at home, while only one grade 7 student had access at the internet cafe. Finally, most of the respondents have a good impression and seem to be very positive and welcoming to the distance learning modality. 5 out of 10 or 50% among the grade 7, 9 out of 10 or 90% among the grade 8, 6 out of 10 or 60% among the grade 9 have such perception. While most of the grade 10 respondents were really very positive about it, that is, 6 out of 10 or 60% preferred the distance learning modality. For problem number 2, what is the physical and emotional state of the respondents? In this table, reveal the physical and emotional state of the respondents during the school year where they are having the distance learning modality. When it comes to the emotional well-being of the respondents, they strongly agreed on the following matters: confidence in going through online classes, being optimistic towards studies, flexibility of the distance learning modality, ease of studying, comfort during online classes, motivation towards studies, and communication with teachers. Moreover, they agreed on the following: happiness in seeing their peers and teachers virtually, being nervous in online classes, hesitation in online classes participation, boredom, ability to understand the lessons, and online engagement. Furthermore, when it comes to the physical well-being of the respondents, most of them agreed on the following matters: physical fitness to access online classes, spending more time in doing the activities, and having the right eye vision. Moreover, they disagreed on the following matters: doing physical exercise, household chores, performing the activities in the modules, and not having back pain and headache. Finally, most of them strongly disagreed that they have ample energy to attend to their online classes. For problem number 3, is there a significant relationship between the learner's socio-demographic profile and their emotional and physical state? In this table, it showed the correlation among the emotional and physical states to that of the respondent's age. It showed that the p-values, which are 0.006 and 0.018, are lesser than the level of significance, which is 0.05. Then, the null hypothesis is rejected. Therefore, there is a significant relationship among the respondent's age to that of their physical and emotional state. This means that the older the respondents are, the lesser are the effects of the new learning modality to their physical and emotional well-being. This means further that the grade 10 respondents are not affected very much with the blended learning approach and they are able to easily cope up with the demands of the new curriculum. In this table, it showed the correlation among the emotional and physical states to that of the respondent's gender. It showed that the p-values, which are 0.003 and 0.242 for emotional and physical state respectively. Since the p-value under emotional state, which is 0.003, is lesser than the level of significance, which is zero point zero 0.05, therefore, we reject the null hypothesis. It means there is a significant relationship with the gender and their emotional state. It means further that males tend to be not emotionally affected by the current situation compared to the female respondents. Conclusion. As disclosed in the results of the study, there is a significant relationship between the learner's socio-demographic profile and their emotional and physical state. From the emotional state of the respondents, it suggests that the students are confident in going through online classes and feel optimistic in their studies. For the physical well-being of the respondents, physical fitness is assured in accessing online classes, spending more time in doing the activities, and having the right eye vision. There is also significant difference on the age, gender, and hours of sleep to their physical and emotional state. As to gender, male respondents tend to not be emotionally affected by the current situation compared to the female respondents. As to age, older respondents are less affected of the new learning modality to the physical and emotional well-being. As to hours of sleep, older students are spending more time in modules or other leisure activities than the younger students. Appeared also in the findings of the study, ninth graders sleep better, spending 6 to 7 hours among all the year level. There are still students coming from the lower grades that need guidance and as well as assistance for them to cope up with the new normal setting of learning. The teachers also have to suggest time management concept to the students for them not sacrifice sleeping hours. Results from majority of the respondents of this study revealed that new normal learning is possible given the challenge of pandemic and resources. Recommendations. The findings of this study will be of the great value to the following. School administrators. The findings of the study will guide the administrators or their educational planners in adopting policies and programs through the Guidance Office for the implementation of the designed intervention plan. Guidance counselors. The result may help guidance counselors establish some programs and policies, especially the communication mechanisms among students and between students and teachers, since this can improve the emotional state of the students. For the teachers will be benefited from this study because they can improve their management and instruction in dealing with online classes. It will also help the teachers in establishing a good rapport with students during online class, which can ultimately lead to students' better performance, love, and appreciation of the new trend of learning. For the parents will profit from this study since parents are aware of the problems of their children and the possible effects of online classes. They can start to exert an extra effort to speak to their children and help them to cope up the demands of online learning. It would also help parents to become aware of the responsibility in the emotional aspects of their children. Students, it is hoped that through this study, the students will be given appropriate and enough attention and motivation in dealing with the different modalities offered by the division, especially the online classes. Lastly, for the future researchers, This study will serve as a basis for future researchers to undergo similar studies so that they can design a good support plans to improve the students' learning experience and their emotional state as well as their physical state. Dissemination and advocacy plans. To effectively share the results of this study, the researcher come up with a series of allocated activities to ensure effective dissemination of the research to the greater audiences. First, the sharing of the research results was oriented towards the respondents and reflected the purpose of the research. Second, it is by considering formal and informal collaborations to ensure the best use of resources, time, and funds. Finally, any document used to disseminate findings need to be more attractive and readable, concise, highlight results, define special terminology, and include graphs, bullet points, or images to break up lengthy amounts of text. The advocacy of the researcher is to let the other educators discern the accountability in us in addressing the emotional and physical well-being of the students, especially during the conduct of online classes, such that the study will be presented to co-teachers through School Learning Action Cell, in service training, and even in a research congress. Furthermore, it is highly appreciated to discuss the result to the guidance counselor and school nurse. To better assist and support the students and their needs, EIKK, which stands for Estudyante Importante ka Istorya ka Eskwela, was conceptualized. It is a sort of a help desk which aims to assist and give support to the students who are physically and emotionally disturbed because of the new trend of learning amidst the pandemic. It also provides assistance to students when it comes to the subject matter, teacher-related concerns, and the delivery and retrieval of the.
Thank you so much for watching. God bless and be safe.